All right, so thank you for coming to today's training on myshortanswer.com. The only thing you will need is the ability to access the internet. So today's clear target is going to be, today we will learn how to gamify writing in our classrooms with myshortanswer.com. So if you can scan the QR code or go into the chat and click on that link, please join the Padlet and answer that question. I'm going to give you about 2 minutes. So what struggles you have had with gamifying writing in your classroom? And if you have any issues accessing the Padlet, just let me know.
I missed the QR code.
Oh, I got you. Understood. Technology issues can be huge. And as we're looking at ways to be more interactive in the classroom, Padlet.com is also a great way to allow students to work together. As you can see, we also have an answer in the chat, and that's acceptable as well. Yeah, that struggle to get students to focus. Understood. So we've got about 30 seconds here. So if you're struggling with Padlet, go ahead and put it in the chat. All right. So yeah, we see technology can be an issue, keeping students engaged can be an issue, and those are all valid issues when it comes to gamifying your classroom. Okay, so can everybody see the Canva again?
Yes.
Yes.
So what is myshortanswer.com? It's a way to make writing interactive, competitive, and super fun for the kids. And so I will send you a link to this presentation so that you can go back through these steps if you need to, but I'm just going to walk you through the process of signing up for myshortanswer.com. You simply go to the website, click that sign up button. In the top right, it's going to give you the option to put in questions. You can see I've got a few in that I've already done with my own kids. So once you click on the question, it's going to ask, what is your prompt? And you can type something in or you can copy and paste something in. It may seem like I'm going kind of fast through this moment, but I'm actually going to step by step take you through it here in just a few minutes. So I want to make sure we have time to get to that. So in addition to being able to write your question or your writing prompt, you can add in files if you need them to see a picture. If you need anything else that goes with your writing prompt, you can add that in as well. We know that differentiation in classroom is such a big deal. And so for this site to be usable, you're able to add in scaffolds. So maybe those students who might need some support or students that need an extension, you can add that in here. So you can add in sentence stems, you can add in outlines to help students be able to participate. The biggest thing that I really like about this is that you can put in your criteria, like what is the success criteria or what rubric would you put in? So pretty much what you're looking for in the students writing for that day. So they're not just writing just to write, that you can still measure them and get appropriate data back, even though this is a very fun activity for them. So they have criteria that's already in there, but you can also create your own. That slide moved kind of slow. So before we move forward, can we just talk for a moment? What are some goals that you have for writing or for gamifying your classroom?
My goal for writing this year is to get all of my students to at least a 3 on that TCAP at the end of the year.
Great goal. Yes.
My goal is for my students to be able to construct a complete sentence correctly and be able to describe and expound on what they're writing about.
Good. Very good. All right. Thanks for the participation, guys. So let's jump into it. This is the fun part of myshortanswer.com. So you have different interactive modes. So you have some that allow them to work together, some that allow them to get feedback from AI. My kid's personal favorite right now is that Battle Royale, which you're actually going to get to experience here in just a few moments. So this gives feedback. It doesn't just allow them to write. You can pair it with AI so that AI gives them feedback. But in Battle Royale, they actually get to read each other's work anonymously, and they get to give feedback on how their writing was done, and they get to vote for which ones that they prefer. As you can see here, that you can see where you can toggle from showing their name and not showing their name. So myshortanswer.com is not just for English classrooms. There's starter activities that you could use in homeroom or advisory time if you have that extra time throughout the day. There are some written English prompts that you could use, but they also have prompts for social studies, science, and math. Because writing has been such a big push, especially for our district. This is a great tool to use, especially for those teachers that may not be as savvy when it comes to writing and setting up prompts because they've been working with numbers. So let's play a game. So you are going to go to myshortanswer.com and hold for just one moment. So here I'm going to show you how to set up your question in myshortanswer.com. So you click sign in if you're me, and I'm going to continue with Google. And at this point, it would have prompted you to sign in with Google. And you create question just like it showed there. All right. And so my question is going to be, my question is hidden behind this little tab here that I don't know how to hide. All right. So are we back on the My Short Answer page together? So in what ways can I use myshortanswer.com to enhance the growth of my students and the engagement in my classroom? I don't have any files I need to add in. I'm not going to worry about scaffolds today. For success criteria, we'll just go with structure and make sure that your answer is clear. Next. I can review it. I'm happy with it. All right, so now I'm going to click on that launch. I want it to be a battle royale. So I'm going to click that and then click next. We're going to time it because we're not going to take 10 years to do this. This can be a activity or it can be a shorter activity. I didn't add any scaffolds, so I don't need to add any of that. And then I just click launch. Now you can either click on that QR code or you can go to the myshortanswer.com and click on, can you still hear me? You can go to myshortanswer.com and put in the code. So I'm going to give you everyone about 1 minute to be there. And again, this link is in the chat. Hey, Gina. As students start showing up, you can see their name here. Again, you can turn off those names if you need to. So Gina, if you can go to that chat and click on the link and put in the code.
What is the code?
My apologies. YJ3JP.
YJ3J. YJ3JT. That's the
Chat is blank.
Say again.
My chat is blank.
Don't know why.
Maybe because it came through before I came in since I was running it late.
Maybe. It's okay. So what you want to go to is myshortanswer.com. I'm gonna cut that. All right, is it letting you in, Gina?
Hey, I'm at shortanswer.com, but then what do I put in there?
So this code here,
All right.
though.
It says join do I do join activity?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, it told me I am signed in, waiting for next activity to begin.
All right.
And to customize my lovely avatar.
Sound good. Sounds good. So we're waiting on one more person because I think I need 6 people to do this particular activity. He's just signing in. While we're waiting, what questions do you have so far about this application?
Do you have to duplicate the activity for each class period that you have?
No, you can just launch it for each class period. So you only have to put in the question one time.
Thank you.
Flip side of that, can you um set it to where, like, because if you've got the different levels and the different classes, can you set it to where you have different levels of it?
Yes, technically. So it's not so much different leveling, but you can put in scaffolds. So you can put in sentence stems and outlines for those students that may need it.
I'm sorry, can you repeat that one more time? You hooked to my Bluetooth in my car.
No, that is fine. Actually, let me go back to that slide. So once you have put in, once you've put in your question, you can go to, it gives you the option to add in scaffolds where you can put in stems, sentence stems for those who may need a little help with their, with how they're going to write it out. And you can also provide outlines for the students to help organize their writing.
Oh, cool.
All right, I'm gonna make a really quick fake person here so that we can move forward because I think it's Jalen. It's Jalen that I'm waiting on. And he's taking to get to it. So I'm also going to just add in another one. Orange join activity button. There we go. My nice avatar. And all right, so I'm going to click begin writing. And I'm only going to give us a minute because we don't need more than that. It's just to show you how it goes. So you have 1 minute to respond to the prompt. Once the prompt ends, it'll automatically submit.
Hmm. Okay. Have you given us the prompt?
Yes, it should be showing up if you're back on the site.
Uh,
And I know for some students it'll be taxing, but for me, I really like the sense of urgency the TikTok gives. All right. So Battle Royale, now it's going to take us. So now you have to judge another's writing.
yeah, okay.
And then wait. Once we get to 100%, I can move you forward. You have the option of putting a timer up for this as well. He made it.
Hmm.
All right, so you have your choice if you want to push and try to get everyone to that response, or if you want to go ahead and begin your final four. What I have found is sometimes it's a little glitchy and it'll say it's 94%, but I've gone around and checked and everyone has definitely already submitted. But I'm going to go ahead and begin that final four. All right, so now those.
Hmm.
We're going to take about 20 more seconds here and we're going to move forward. All right, so with the championship round, one thing I really like to do is pause here because it shows on my screen who makes it into the championship round. And we read them out loud, we talk about them together, we decide why did the class as a whole decide that these two were the best two to have. And so go ahead and vote in your championship round. We're not going to talk about that right now.
Well, in case you didn't notice, I got knocked out, so why there's nothing on there.
Oh, I did not realize that.
It's okay.
And once everybody votes, I like to share the names here just to see who made in that top two. We got Gina and Riley. And let's see who we voted on. Riley, good job, congrats. And obviously at this point, if you so choose, you can offer up any kind of treat, reward, golf claps, whatever you would like for your students in that moment. But it's just a fun way to get students engaged in their writing. It's quick, it's easy, and it saves the writing. So you can pull back up the results and it shows you how it was graded, it shows you what they said, and it's a great tool. I have found, I've really come to enjoy it. Like I said, Riley actually showed it to us and I've loved it. So one last time, are there any questions? All right. Well, if you happen to come up on any questions, there are several resources to help you with this. They've got a Facebook page, a resource page within their website. You can contact them directly. And our district specialist, Riley Felty, is always happy to help you understand myshortanswer.com better. I appreciate you guys coming out and helping me out today and learn a little bit about myshortanswer.com.